Hi, this is Linda and Aaron with Traveling Flamingo, and today we're in Costa Maya, which is Mexico's second largest cruise port. When traveling to a new port, you want to know what to expect and how much time to spend there. There's also been some updates to Costa Maya. We're going to go over everything you need to know for your visit, so stay tuned for all that and more. Coming right up.
Last time we visited, we didn't know how much there was at this port, and we would have planned our day differently if we had known. We were quite surprised with how much has changed over the last 2 years. In terms of arrival and departure, this hasn't changed. There is a dock, so you don't need to tender, which is amazing because tenders can be annoying. It's a long dock without any shade, so be sure to have your hat ready and have your sunscreen on as well. There is a trolley, and it's still running, so if you would rather use the trolley, it's available, and for people with mobility needs, it's a great option. For our sailing, right at the end of the dock, they did have security who were asking everyone to sanitize their hands and wear a mask. There is a mask policy, at least when we went, within Costa Maya. On the way back to the ship, they asked to see our cruise card, as they usually do. Right at the end of the dock, there's also a new large area to meet up with your excursion group, and a new bar. I think it's a great idea for them to have a brand new bar that you can relax at, enjoy a drink while you're waiting for your excursion, because sometimes they can be a bit late.
I actually really like the swing sets they had at the bar, or the swing seats. I'm a sucker for those fun different seats. On to the port and atmosphere. This is a faux port that was created explicitly for the cruise industry, so you won't get an authentic experience here, but they did still have a nice touch of Mexico. There's a lot to do here, and I mean a lot. There's a ton of shopping from jewelry to leather to a drugstore. There's a pool with a sand beach and lounge chairs. This is not on the beach, but it does have a swim-up bar. There's another swim-up bar which has a lazy river, but it doesn't have the inner tubes, or at least they weren't there when we were there. There's another experience you can pay for, or many other experiences you can pay for, like the Dolphin Discovery, which is an opportunity to swim with the dolphins. And this was running and very popular when we were there. Cacao is a chocolate museum with some exhibits on how chocolate is made and its importance to Mexico. Tequila is an interactive presentation on how tequila is made, and also, of course, a tequila taste testing.
One of the things that they no longer have here was the snorkel area. They used to have this nice little snorkel area that you could snorkel around, but it no longer seems to be there. However, there is a great snorkeling area just by the port. Also, there are shuttles that you can have to the main village from this port as well.
There's also Mayan healing rituals, and if you'd be interested in a few of these things, then you might want to look into purchasing a port pass, which also gives you access to the aviary, cacao chocolate museum, tequilery, and the Aqua snorkeling. This port has so much to do. It's really up to you to decide what you want your day to be. This time it felt like it was a lot more commercialized, as they do now have they've made the entrance into the main area into a large duty free. But if you want to enjoy the Mexican sun and swim, you can do that too. There's also a lot of different experiences right at the port if you want to try something new. As tourism was just picking up when we went there, there was still a lot closed. The port kept the main shopping area, bar, and swim-up pool open, but the market and some of the shops were still closed. Something I was really disappointed in to see gone was the Mexican wrestling ring. Last time we went, I missed out on watching it, and I was hoping it would be back, but this time the ring is completely gone, and I'm guessing that is for safety, but hopefully it will be back in the future.
It is really a neat port, and I understand why it maybe is the second most visited port. There's a lot of stuff you can do here, some great free stuff, but also stuff to pay for. I really did find it interesting just how different 2021 was from 2019 when we were there last. I just want to jump in here quickly to let you know that we have lots of port videos on places like Cozumel and Nassau, so if you're going on a cruise, definitely look at those and think about subscribing. We really enjoy making content so you can make informed decisions about your trips, so when this video is done, be sure to check out our channel. It was almost surreal seeing just how quiet parts of the ports were for such a busy port that usually sees lots of people, and even being one of the biggest shipping ports in the world, it was pretty quiet. A shout out to all the people who both work on the ship and work in the ports to try to make your vacation as great as possible. We know you're all working so hard, and we thank you so much for that. So on to food and dining. This is an area where you'll notice quite a bit of change. Previously, there were 7 restaurants that you could sit down at, as well as 5 different bars. You can sit on the beach with views of the ocean and, of course, your ship, or you can sit by the pool and enjoy the atmosphere of the port. Last time we were there, we enjoyed some great food in the market. We ate at La Tortillerie. Sorry, I'm sure I pronounced that wrong. And there were fresh corn tortillas, and you could choose between chicken, beef, or pork. We definitely enjoyed the food that we had here, and we would definitely recommend it. However, it was shut down this time. When we were back this past summer, it was not open. Neither was the restaurant on the water. There were a couple of dining areas open by the pool that were serving the same food. The menu was not large, and the food was okay. We shared nachos, and we found them to be nothing special. The drinks were far more popular, and people were definitely enjoying those. We tried a couple and liked them. They weren't much cheaper than the drinks on board, but there was a fun party feel to the restaurant and by the pool. If you've been back recently and it was more open, let us know in the comments below, especially if there was more food options, as that area was one in which we were very disappointed in. Also, if they brought back the Mexican wrestling, I'm sure Linda will book a flight as soon as possible to watch that.
There are a lot of options near the port as well. We're really focusing on the port in this video, but did want to mention a couple things that are close by. It's important in the current times that you check before you head out to make sure that the place is open. Many attractions have not opened yet. For example, near the port owned by the same company is Maya, Lost Mayan Kingdom, which is a water park, and many people would have even walked there in the past, but they have not reopened since March of 2020. If you're looking to travel on your own, nearby is the popular Mahola Village. Please let us know in the comments how to pronounce this. This is a very nice beach with snorkeling and some good restaurants. A short walk outside of the cruise terminal is the Mayan Museum. This is a free museum with some jade exhibits, and you can learn about the pre-Columbian civilization. Mayan ruins are also a favorite attraction. Chacchoben was built in the 8th century AD and is just over 40 miles from the port. There is also Konglich and Zezbonshi and Chinichina. Sorry about that. Those Mayan ruins are also close to visit as well. Close-ish, I would say, to visit.
So what's changed here? Overall, some of the changes that we noticed was there was even more of an emphasis on shopping, especially with the large new duty-free that you have to walk through to basically enter the whole port. It was also sad to see so many restaurants still closed. This really limited the dining options and variety. Everyone we met was friendly and super helpful. It was really quiet as the ships were not at full capacity and there was only one ship while we were here. And it was a great time to enjoy the beach or have a drink at the swim-up bar. Maybe on the bright side, since shops are closed, you were not asked 10,000 times about buying silver or going to Diamonds International, which is my personal nemesis when I'm on a cruise port. And yes, that's for no real reason other than they are everywhere, and every cruise port has a Diamonds International.
Oh, Aaron throwing some shade at Diamonds International. So overall, it was a great port with lots to do and enjoy. This port is built for tourists, so don't expect too much history or culture. However, they do have enrichment you can pay for and some really cool tours. I would pass on the current food options, but really did enjoy having a drink while taking in the views and the fresh ocean air. The water is filtered and safe to drink. I know we got that question a lot in the past. There are a lot of shops if you're interested in picking up something for yourself or for someone else. The port also does not disappoint when it comes to entertainment. You can choose from dolphins, pools, swim-up bars, and a beach. You just can't swim off the beach. We do recommend getting off the ship early, getting a seat out on the beach or by the pool, and explore. We did not get a port pass and still had a lot of fun at the port.
Also, for those wondering, I did remember my PIN for my Visa card this time, and we did have a backup card and additional cash just in case. So I guess I definitely learned my lesson. For those who have no clue what I'm talking about, feel free to check out our original video where, well, I kind of screwed up with my debit card. Also, since we have done Costa Maya a few times now, what would you really want to see next? Is there anything that you'd like us to cover? If so, let us know in the comments what you'd like to see.
We really enjoy being part of this community and hearing your thoughts and ideas, so please do let us know in the comments below. We also wanted to thank everyone who has liked, subscribed, or commented on our channel. It means a lot to our little channel as we are still growing, so feel free to help us out and hit those like and subscribe buttons. Thanks again for watching, and happy travels.